Greetings everyone, welcome back to the channel. Shout out to all our new subscribers and followers.
Somebody called the local zoo.
We got George the Animal Steele.
Hey, Steele! Cage match! Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele!
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
George the Animal Steele. Aber auf Deutsch heißt es Steele. High Chief Peter Maivia,
the opponent of George Steele, Peter
the
Maivia.
grandfather of
Always
The
a
Rock.
chaotic matchup.
Hip your smile
His opponent
with the High
from
Chief.
the Isle of Samoa, weighing in
He's cooking.
at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia!
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler. Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
So, looking forward for our next match, you guys. And what are the items to be unlocked? Let's go. The Chief is in the
Maivia
house.
carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
The
We'll see
Chief
which prevails
Peter
tonight.
Maivia. Greetings, everyone. Welcome back. And this time, it's game
High Chief
time.
Peter Maivia taking out George
Oops.
the Animal Steele in a steel cage match. Quite a heated history between these two guys.
Yeah, Michael, and I think it's because Maivia is one of the few superstars brave enough to take on the animal. Most of their contests have ended in countouts or disqualifications. Thanks to the cage, we'll get a decisive victory in this one.
Well, that really depends on if a cage can even contain them. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian. And the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan. When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Snake Eyes. Oh,
First. We've seen that Steele isn't above using a foreign object to gain the edge against Maivia. So he's got to have the advantage in a match where they're surrounded by one huge weapon, right?
Well, you'd think that, Cole, but think about how these men prepared for this match. The High Chief is a consummate professional who's game planned for this stipulation. And Steele, well, I think he just shows up to the arena and asks who he's fighting. Taking out the knee.
Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows, maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime. Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal. Oh, right to the throat. Oof. Big slam. Oh, man.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles. Oh, yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Ooh, and fights back.
whoa.
Back body drop. Well, the unorthodox style of George Steele is certainly working well at this juncture.
Let's see if Maivia has an answer for the animal.
Looking to keep steady, keep balanced. Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
And he crashes back down before getting too far.
He had a rough landing, but it could have been so much worse for him.
Gentlemen, we've touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, and he moves in for the cover. And shoulders up before a count of one.
I suppose you have to take the shot, but it's still too early to wrap up this one just yet.
George the Animal. George of the jungle.
Mistake made by Steele. He's going to ascend the cage.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
Boom! Samoan drop.
Just dominated the Animal with that one. He's got him down to the pin.
One.
He got the shoulder up in time.
Giving a massive effort to overcome the pin attempt. Boom, running STO plants him. Nicely done.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage. Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the Animal will throw at him, even inside a cage. Oh, what a headbutt.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
Ooh, great!
Nice takedown, stack for the pin.
Turns the tables, shoulders down. Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping the pin like that.
He's able to dodge out of the way. The Animal has to be elated to be in this steel cage against one of his biggest rivals, no less.
Yeah, Byron, we've seen the Animal brandish a weapon against Peter Maivia before when it was against the rules. The High Chief better be prepared for Steele to get even crazier.
Oh, Maivia is prepared, all right. The man is extremely tough and agile. In fact, the High Chief's entire body can be considered a weapon. Boom, running STO plants him. Nicely done. Stiff shot to the abdomen.
What's he going for now? I think it's a suplex.
Down, a perfect vertical suplex.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the Animal. But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? High Chief Peter Maivia. When you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Oh,
Twist
no.
into the pin. Could be over for Maivia. And referee cuts off the count in one.
Still gonna take a massive effort to keep him down. Right to the back of the neck.
When a man
My
like
jaw's
Peter
dropping.
Maivia signs up for a match
My
with the
jaw
Animal, he doesn't know
dropping.
what to expect.
This is not gonna be pretty. Submission being applied.
Expertly manipulating the joints and muscles in the arm.
You can really see how excruciating this hold is. Able to punch his way out. Oh, saw it coming and got an elbow for their trouble. Sharp shot. Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the Animal down once. George is tied up here. Backbreaker. No way Steele's coming back from that.
Samoan drop.
Once more, setting it up.
Boom.
Breaker. Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up? And he is telling the referee to open the cage door. He wants out of there. Oh, look at this.
He could escape right here.
I'm gonna escape right now.
Climbing up the cage now. And the
Yeah.
High Chief defeats the animal.
The High Chief Peter Maivia wins.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a
Awesome.
decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that
Sweet.
the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
We got it, you guys. We did it. Yeah, let's go.